Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. The day today, I'm a student, I have exams. As some of you would know, I turned 20 today, and I'm actually so grateful to God for allowing me to see another year in my life, for keeping me up to this point. And it's been one hell of a road trip getting to this point. And I decided to do this video. It's basically like 8 things that I have realized upon 2020. And yeah, I think maybe some people may or may not relate, but these are like the 8 important ones that actually stuck, and I said I was going to talk about it. So basically, you know when people say patience is a virtue, like people just say it but people don't actually realize it. I've actually come to the point in realizing that you need to be careful what you wish for, you will need to be careful what you pray for. Everybody likes to think that, oh, they're a patient person, they can tolerate people, and one thing I've realized is patience and tolerance, they are actually 2 different things. So it is actually a virtue to be patient, and I've learned how even sometimes, like, you would see that there are situations that would be put in your life that would test you so much that you would actually want to strangle somebody, like you would actually want to throw somebody off a bridge just because of how effective the situation, like, I don't know how to put it. I'm always whenever I come under the spotlight here, I always tend to forget how to speak English. Anyway, the second point is I've learned to pray more. Like, in this day and age, everybody is just like, we're always postponing, always postponing to pray, always postponing thanking God for things that He's done for us, even blessing us even when we don't deserve it. And I actually think that getting to this point, I think prayer, that thing of prayer is, that they say, is very essential. It's very important to pray. It's very important to know that there's someone up there that you're communicating and handing over your situation to, that would make you feel this sense of peace, this sense of, it just makes you feel very comfortable, confident, you know, like you don't have to worry about any situation. Like, I've been somebody who, I'm not the best of Christians and I'm still struggling in my prayer points, but I still think that whenever you remember to pray, just make sure you pray, because you'd never know what will happen in the next second. So it's always good to pray. The third point that I've realized is that family and friends are actually very important. Nobody is an island. Like, you would eventually need your family, no matter what situation that you're going through. Your family especially are the ones that you can actually always fall back on. Yeah, friends come and go, but if you find those few friends that have actually been real and have actually been true in your life, you need to keep them, because not every friend will tell you the truth. Not every friend would actually help you out in situation. When times are down, that's when you know your real friends. And your family would always be there, no matter how hard you think that, oh, your family annoys you, your family irritates you. Regardless, that's the thing about family. Like, no matter the crazy things that they choose to do, we are always supposed to love them. And family and friends, they actually help into making you a better person. If you have the right and positive environment around you, it helps in building yourself as an individual. My fourth is everybody. I've realized growing up from my teenage years is that we're always too hard on ourselves. Like, oh my God, like, I didn't do well in this exams. In this exam, I didn't do well in this exam. Or like, oh, I'm trying to think of situations that are very relatable. Or I spend all my money a lot on frivolities, like, or like I'm not organized, or I'm not somebody, a morning person, I don't know, whatever. Like, people, I've realized that I'm always so hard on myself. But one thing I've realized growing up is that your situation and another person's situation is not the same. This life is individualistic in nature. Like, everybody to their own wahala, to be honest. Like, you cannot judge your efforts with another person. If you continue to judge your efforts by another person's journey, you're going to forever feel stupid, alone, misplaced in this world. If you feel like, okay, if today you wake up, you're not a morning person, you usually wake up at 1 and you wake up at 8 today, you need to celebrate that. That's an achievement in your life. When you start to celebrate like little things, they start to make you feel better. It starts to show you that, yeah, you can actually progress and grow as an individual. Like, people forget, they always try to wait for the big picture before they actually make themselves happy, like, or they actually celebrate their journey. No, like, along the way there's going to be trials and tribulations, there's going to be difficulties. So if you go over every hurdle, you need to actually congratulate yourself, because it is not easy. Like, if you've learned a lesson from a situation, I think it is worth celebrating, because you wouldn't have, if you had the strength to pass that particular hurdle that you were in. And I think it's something worth celebrating. Like, little achievements actually help everybody feel better about themselves. And being 20, when I was younger, I used to think that, oh, like, if you have a lot of friends, it makes you like a better person. But growing up, I've realized that spending time with yourself is actually very, very important. I don't know why people don't like spending time with themselves. If you feel like there's something that is making you afraid of spending time with yourself, that means that is the thing that you need to work on the most, because you came into this world alone. You're gonna die alone. You're gonna eventually be alone. Like, let's be honest, everything you do is individual. God is going to judge you. Everything you do is between you and your God. So, like, you need to enjoy your company. You need to realize that nobody else is going to love you but yourself. Nobody is going to love you the way you love yourself. And when you realize that you're not that bad of a person, and you need to spend time with yourself, and when you spend time with yourself, you start to realize the little things that you may need to work on. It makes you a better person. It helps you. Personally, I feel like if you're always around so many people, to me it's very, very draining. I need time to actually come back and reboot and be in my thoughts. Like, the times that I feel like people always only have time for themselves is only when they're in the shower, because you're from everything, your phone, your laptop, it's just you and your thoughts. And that's the time you tend to be more innovative. If you're on your own, when you spend time with yourself, you tend to be more creative. That's how businesses start. That's how businesses start. That's how inventions are made. When people sit down and they think back, people need to that's basically, I've learned that reflection and spending time with your own self is very, very important, as it helps you to grow as an individual. The sixth on my list is, life is very short. Like, one person today, you could be on this earth, tomorrow you could go. Like, you never know what will happen in the next minute. So if you're actually missing somebody, if somebody is constantly on your mind, I think you need to pick up the phone and call them. You need to hear them, because if that person goes, if that person leaves, you would actually ask yourself, like, why didn't I reach out? Everybody feels like, oh, we don't have time, oh, like, yeah, social media is there, we can always reconnect, but nobody actually makes the active effort to actually reach out and find out how the other person is doing. I feel like as individuals, we need to start helping ourselves. We need to start learning to grow as a society. We need to, if you actually are thinking, if you're thinking of somebody, call them. You never know what that thing could do for their mood. You could cheer them up just by you picking up the phone to actually call them. You could have saved them from some sort of thoughts that they may have been thinking. Like, everybody feels like, oh yeah, we're so connected, but actually in reality we're so disconnected from each and every one of ourselves. Like, I just feel like if you if you actually miss somebody, just call the person. It's not gonna take up anything from you. It's not gonna remove any hair from your body, because the person could be gone the next minute and you're going to regret that you didn't do all these things. The 7th on my list is, growing up, I'm a very weird person, and I'm a different person. I'm a different species, and I used to question, what if I tone down this personality, or would this person like me more? I'll give you an instance. I'm very loud when I talk. Not everybody would take that. Not everybody likes it. People find it irritating. But then I've come to the point to realize that this is who I am. You're either gonna love me for it, or you're either gonna hate me for it. So my point is, it's okay to be different. That thing that makes you different is what is special about you. Like, people are either gonna love you for it, or they're gonna hate you. But it's fine for people to hate you. Like, if people don't hate you, there's something you're doing wrong. That's the way I see it, because not everybody can like you. Not everybody can love you. Like, if you're in this situation where you feel like everybody loves you, sometimes you need to check and find out if people are actually doing it they actually like you from the in-depth of their heart. Like, it's not everybody that is around you that wishes well for you. It's not everybody that laughs with you, that wants you to go far. So you actually need to learn how to be okay with your personality and saying that, yeah, I'm different, and that's what makes me special. That's what makes me me. If I wasn't different, I would just be random. I would just be like every other person on the street. So just be comfortable in your own skin. Be comfortable being you. Like, that's the thing. Just when you have a good personality, or when you have a lovable personality, people are eventually going to love you for who you are, regardless of whatever faults you come with. That is just the way the world is. If everybody was the same, this world would just be a very weird world. That's how I say it. And final point to close is that I'm a kind of person who stresses over the fact that I'm stressed, and then I'll stress over the fact that I'm stressing over the fact that I'm stressed. So basically, I overthink things a lot, and I realize, like, at this point in my life, I know that committing everything into God's hands, eventually I know that it's going to be okay, because God has a plan for my life. No matter what choices that I make, I'm still going to end up getting to the point where He wants me to be. I'm going to still fulfill the purpose in which He wants me to fulfill. So I have come to the point in realizing that even if times are tough, even if situations don't seem like they have an optimistic way, it's all going to eventually work out. And I hope these are the 8 things basically that I've learned. There are more, but these are the ones that I felt that were the most important to me. And I just want to say happy to me. You guys should please like, subscribe, comment, share, and I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck in your exams and your coursework, and happy graduation to the people that are graduating this year. Yeah, man. Graduating in 2 years. But that's anyway. Good luck to you guys out there. I love you all.